Okay, we're live. Hey everybody, my name is Jared with Heat Press Nation, and boy, do I have something really cool for you. So, I was talking about this screen printed puff transfer, which I'm actually going to get to in just a moment. But the real star of the show here is this heat press behind me. Now, this is something that's been in the works at Heat Press Nation for quite a while, and it's been a secret for a long time, and cat's out of the bag, and so I'm super excited to be able to share with you the brand new HPN Signature Series 16 by 20 inch double station pneumatic auto open heat press, or I should say pneumatic heat press. Now, pneumatic, what does that mean? Pneumatic is another word for air powered, which, as you see right there, the machine just closed with air power, and right now, but the time's up, it opens fully automatically. So this is a completely automatic machine. The only manual effort that's going to go into this is shifting it left to right, which is pretty easy. It glides pretty smooth on this built-in track right here. So I'm so excited to share. Let me go ahead and bring out my comments here on the world's tiniest little phone. My nieces roast me all the time for having an iPhone mini. And look, if the 16 mini if they want to make one of those again, I'll upgrade my phone. Until then, you're going to have to pry this little thing from my cold dead fingers, all right? But man, I'm super excited here. So let me go ahead and just bring up, see if we have any comments at all. 22 Elegance Design says, I want this. Camilla's self-digitizer is such a great live session. If anyone is looking, what? No, you can't advertise on our page. This is our page. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. What's up, everybody? Bev Sanders, am I on now? I can't see anything. Oh, well, we could see. I hope you guys can see stuff. So we are live right now, and I'm showing off the brand new dual pneumatic heat press. Now, I have something really fun that we're going to do in just a moment. We're going to do a live speed test. So just a few minutes ago, we were live on YouTube and Facebook, and we did a live speed test. In fact, I did 10 of these shirts in 5.5 minutes with this machine. So that means that this heat press is fully capable of pressing over 100 shirts an hour when you have a dedicated operator. We also did another speed test with this design, and I was able to do 5 of these shirts in less than 3 minutes. It was like 2 minutes, 40 seconds or something like that. Again, that's a rate of over 100 t-shirts an hour. Now, I'm happy to press 100 shirts in an hour, except I don't really want to waste shirts. So, by the way, we have a lot of these. If you're in the Southern California area, do me a favor. If you stop by our showroom, take one of these home, take home a sample. You can actually, we'll give it to you free. Just come by, pick it up. You could wash it, wear it, and test it out, see how you like it. If you have any questions about this machine, I'm going to run us through the features in just a moment. But if you have any questions about this machine, go ahead and put it into the chat. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Great question coming in from official Job VW. How big a compressor do we need to run it? So we recommend running it on a 2 horsepower, 8-gallon compressor. That's what we have. It's just out of frame, so you can't see it. But that's what we have running this machine right now. Now, we did do a lot of testing, and we found that you could run it on like a 5-gallon machine running 1 horsepower or even half horsepower, but that's up to you. The reason why we recommend going with the bigger machine, bigger tank, is because the machines, especially if you're using kind of a more entry-level one, they're pretty noisy. And in this shop, if you don't want to have to hear your air compressor constantly going off and constantly recharging the tank, then you maybe go for something a little bit bigger so you can have a little bit more time in between it repressurizing the tank. So that's why we recommend 2 horsepower, 8 gallons. Again, you can go a little bit lower than that. That's our recommendation. That's what we use, and it's what we've really been enjoying with this machine. So I'm a big fan right now. I'm a big fan of this heat press that we have running here. Great questions coming in here. So we're live. I'm about to do the speed test. Now, before I do, let me kind of run you through some features. So this machine, incredibly cool. It's very simple to run. If you've ever used, if you've ever used any of our Signature Series heat presses in the past, you're going to find that it's the same controller. Very simple. You press the OK button. You could choose between Fahrenheit or Celsius. Press it one more time, and this is where you're going to set your temperature. This machine goes up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Press it again, you could set your time. Now, my time right now is set for only 7 seconds, and that's not like a joke. That's not a mistake. The screen print transfers we're using today, I'll talk about those in a minute. They have a 7-second dwell time. They press perfectly. So one more time, and you're locked in on the screen. The green numbers indicate where you have it set. It says SV for set value. And the white numbers are PV, or the present value. So presently, this machine's at 349. We have it set to 350, so it'll get back up right now. And then the present value is 7 seconds. When you engage it, then that's going to show you how many seconds you have left. Speaking of engaging the machine, so what's really cool is there's a safety feature that's built in. There's 2 green buttons. There's one on either side of the heat press. But if you press just one button, it's not going to activate. And that's to make sure that you have to use both hands to turn on the machine or to get it to engage. The reason being is we don't want you to accidentally press one of your hands. So make sure everything is clear. You could press it. It'll automatically engage with the air power. The timer is set to 7 seconds. Once the timer has completed, it's going to automatically raise up on its own. Now, if you accidentally press something you shouldn't have, you have the big emergency stop button right there. It's very safe. In fact, we tested it to where if you absolutely have to, you could kind of, use your head, you can kiss it, do whatever you got to do, use your elbow to engage the emergency stop, just so this machine can be as safe as possible. Now, with the machine, again, the only manual operation, you're going to move it from left to right. It's fully automatic otherwise with the air power. And what this does, having 2 stations and an air-powered heat press, is going to absolutely maximize. It's going to supercharge your efficiency. So if you've been kind of holding back on big orders, or you kind of dread the big orders, you're like, oh man, 100 shirts, it's going to take forever. Well, with this heat press, you could do 100 shirts in under an hour, or I should say as little as an hour, or under an hour, depending on what you're pressing. Now, that time is using the TruePrint screen printed transfers, which you are going to be using today. This is an example of a TruePrint puff transfer. In fact, I have one that I pressed a little bit earlier today. And these came out phenomenal. I love them. This is the coral orange. So it's a little bit lighter on the garment than what you see here. There's an additive on this layer that allows us to keep it on the paper. So what we do is there's screen print ink on this paper with a special additive that allows it to be stable, so we can ship it to you and then you can heat press it onto your garment. Again, it presses in only 7 seconds. We have that one. That's the puff. This is a standard screen print transfer, and this is real screen print ink on the t-shirt. So you're going to get that incredible hand. There's no cutting. There's no weeding. There's no printing. There's no curing. There's just a 7-second press, and that is on there. So you're going to get that longevity, that softness, that awesome color that you know and love from screen print with your heat press. And this is pretty incredible because this allows you to offer screen print services to your customers without the huge screen print press. You could do it. I mean, you don't need a dual station. You could do it with a single station machine. But if you want to be able to have that output and be able to bid on jobs of 100, 500 t-shirts, this is going to be the key for you. So it's a really incredible press. I'm going to show you this machine in action right now. Does it have interchangeable platen? So no. So the Signature Series, it's going to come with 2 16 by 20 inch platens. They're not interchangeable, so it's going to be at this size. This, to me, is designed with the t-shirt maker in mind. And I know t-shirt makers, we all use different size platens and stuff like that. But this is really going to be for cranking out those jobs, like what you're about to see me do right now. So I think that's a good time to go ahead and start our speed test. Now, again, I'm going to do a speed test. In fact, I have my iPad right here. I have my stopwatch right here. So what I'm going to do is I have 10 t-shirts. I have some different colors, different sizes. In fact, I have different graphics. I'm going to be doing that little Grim Reaper coffee guide you saw, plus the puff transfer. What's cool is they both, the puff transfer presses at 350 degrees. the screen print transfer presses between 325 and 350. So what I did was I have my heat press set to 350 degrees. Now they both press at 7 seconds. So I don't need to make any adjustments. They're both going to come out perfectly fine on this press set at 350 degrees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to engage this timer. I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to see how long it takes me to press 10 t-shirts. Now the goal is to do these 10 shirts in under 6 minutes, because that means that's a rate of 100 shirts an hour, which was really the goal when designing this press and when we started offering the custom screen printed transfers, is we wanted to be able to allow you, our customers, to be competitive in the bulk space, so you could offer competitive bids on bigger jobs, So it's really exciting. Not only do we have screen print transfers, we have DTF and all that stuff, but I think it's time for a speed test. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the timer and then I'm going to get cranking. So before I do that, let me just make sure I'm not missing any questions here. Okay, good. All right. If you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and start this test in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go ahead and set this to the side. And I'm going to start cranking. I'm going to be doing full process, which means I'm going to be pre-pressing these transfers and then giving them a real press. Now, my goal is to just have something on the press at all times. So there we go. Let's pre-press that one. I got my other t-shirt right here. Now, I have been pressing for a very long time, so I'm pretty good about getting not only my shirts centered on the platen, but just having them like lined up right. Okay, first shirt is getting the transfer right now. This second shirt, let's put the screen print transfer on there. Now these are hot peel. So as soon as it's ready, I'm going to peel it. There we go. And then there we go. Okay, first shirt is done in less than 60 seconds. And now my goal is to just crank these shirts. Okay, so I'm going to pause this really quick, get it peeled. There we go. That looks phenomenal. All right. And again, my goal is to just keep loading and cranking shirts as fast as possible. So if you're just tuning in and you're like, what is this guy doing? I'm currently in the middle of a speed test. I want to see how long it's going to take me to press 10 t-shirts using the brand new Signature dual pneumatic heat press. So I'm pre-pressing one while I'm getting the other one prepped. And that's the beauty of this machine, is that you could do 2 things at once. Now, when you're working, I'll tell you this, when you're working with products like these screen printed transfers that have a really quick dwell time, what you're going to notice is that oftentimes the heat press is faster than you. So this heat press is actually done before I have a chance to get the next station loaded. So now these are a hot peel, so I should not take this long. Let's see. There we go. So I think I'm like 3 or 4 shirts in already. This one's ready to go. Oh, good, that's a pre-press. Okay. So yeah, with the dual pneumatic heat press, I mean, lightning fast. And the reason why I say with a dedicated operator, because I'm like constant right here. Like I am just absolutely cranking on this. No downtime, no checking your phone in between presses, This is it. You got to be dedicated to crank these shirts out as fast as possible. So let me do this transfer on this one here. There we go. All right, so these shirts, we're cranking. I think we're at 5 shirts already. Pretty sure. Let's go ahead and pre-press. There we go. Oh, that's just the sound of the fan. Okay, so the fan's cooling it down. I was like, what did I do? Okay, that's the pre-press. There we go. So I'm loading t-shirts. I'm cranking away. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I am like the Indy 500 of t-shirts right now. I'm just absolutely cranking away on these shirts. Now, what's cool about the puff transfers or any screen print transfer really is that you can put it on any color garment. So I have a puff transfer going right here. So the coral, it looked phenomenal on those white t-shirts, but it's actually going to look really good on these black t-shirts too. There we go. I'm 4 minutes in. My goal is to get all these 10 t-shirts done in under 6 minutes. So here we go. Let's see. And I'm in my groove now. So that's another thing. Your first few shirts are always going to take the longest, but once you get into that groove, man, you are just going to be lightning fast. So here we go. Bringing this over here. All right, shirt number 9 is about to get pressed. There we go. Shirt number 10 is here. There we go. Shirt number 9, clear. Shirt number 10 on the press. Oh, I'm definitely going to come in under. That's time. Boom. Okay. I'm going to show you guys the time right now. Let's see. Do we got any questions? Here we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, I lost you guys. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh my gosh, it's not letting. Oh, I hate that. So I did see some questions here. I'm so sorry. You have them? Okay, sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me grab these. I accidentally scrolled away, and then I lost all the previous questions. So give me a second. Houseware LA, can we pick up at your location? I don't believe so. Do me a favor and give us a call on that one. But I'm going to be honest, I don't believe so. So these are crated unless you have like a flatbed or a U-Haul that our forklift can load it onto. It's probably not going to happen. These have to be delivered special. They have to be delivered freight because they do come in a crate. And in the crate, they're very difficult to transport by hand. They're kind of dangerous to transport by hand. So if you're familiar with that sort of shipping, then you'll know exactly what I mean. Nice line. Oh, thank you. Owner of a CPP 913. The Craft Pro 913. Awesome. It's been pretty solid. I think one of my feet mounts came slightly bent, but otherwise it's been so solid. You know, if you ever have an issue with a heat press, give a call to our technical support team. We'll be happy to help you out with any issues. Local Blings is asking, what's the size of this press? So this is a 16 by 20 inch double station. So there's actually two 16 by 20 inch lower platens on this machine. Steve, my buddy, Steve, he's here. What's up, man? Andrea in a cost. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying that right. I want one. How do I buy it? Do me a favor. Head on over to heatpressnation.com. That's heatpressnation.com, or you can click the link in our bio to go straight to our website. This is going to be the Signature Series dual pneumatic heat press. So this is the air powered heat press. And as you just saw, I think now's a good time. I'll answer one more question and I'll show you the results of my timer. Local Blings is asking, how heavy is it? It's a little over 300 pounds out of the crate. In the crate, like what's going to arrive in your driveway is about almost 340 pounds. Once you get it outside of the crate, it is right around 300 pounds. So this is a hefty machine. Now, as you just saw, I press 10 t-shirts in 5 minutes and 8 seconds. I almost got it under 5 minutes. 10 t-shirts, 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Now, my goal was to get it in under 6 minutes because at 10 t-shirts in 6 minutes, that's 100 t-shirts an hour. If I could get it in 5 minutes, that'd be closer to 120 t-shirts an hour. So I could say with full confidence that when you pair a dual pneumatic heat press or a double station heat press like the Signature Series double station pneumatic, when you pair this with a transfer like, grab it right here, like the TruePrint custom screen printed transfers, whether it's puff like this transfer or whether it's regular screen print like the other transfer that I showed you a moment ago, when you pair it with a transfer like that, something that's designed for longevity, quality, durability, and speed, That's how you're going to get this machine to crank out almost 120 t-shirts an hour. So I say almost 120, very safe to say 100. Easy. I've proven that like 3 times today. This is the 3rd speed test that I've done live today. And this is actually the fastest that I've gotten, is 5 minutes, 8 seconds for 10 t-shirts. My previous attempt at 10 t-shirts, I was, I think, 5 minutes, 40 seconds or something like that. So, you know, with experience, with dedication, you can actually bring that time down and just crank away. And that's because I was doing a pre-press on every t-shirt like you're supposed to. So yeah, I'm really excited about these heat presses. I say these heat presses because we do have the dual pneumatic heat press, which again, pneumatic meaning air powered, but we also have a double station auto open. So now auto open, if you're familiar with auto open, you know that on an auto open heat press, you manually close it and then it'll open up on its own. So we have a heat press like that. It's actually, you can't see it, it's right to my left. But the way that one works is instead of the top sliding from left to right, the bottom slides from left to right. And what's cool about it, you could work just as fast. The catch is because it's not air powered, and you have to do the manual close, operator fatigue is going to be a little bit more present. So you're going to have to, consider that if you're a shop that does like a few hundred shirts every now and then, go for the auto open. If you're a shop that does a few hundred shirts multiple times a week, you're probably going to want to go for the dual pneumatic. That's just kind of my thought process on that. With the pneumatic, the air powered, there's a dial in the back of the machine that allows you to adjust your PSI. Only the pneumatic heat presses allow you to adjust on PSI. All of the other heat presses, like a traditional heat press, you're going to adjust by feel, which is how you would work the other heat press. So there's definitely some advantages to using a pneumatic heat press. And really, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to choose. At Heat Press Nation, we have this saying, there's no machine that's right for everybody, just what's right for you. So hopefully today, if this is right for you, I want to get you as much information as possible. I'm super excited, but truly 10 t-shirts in 5 minutes is nothing for this machine. We've built it with incredibly good quality. Every last part of the frame, the machinery, the housing, the element, every last part of this machine has been designed for maximum output. So not just, you could do 10 t-shirts really fast. No, this is for the shop that has a lot of output. You're doing hundreds of shirts every day, day in, day out. You want a heat press. It's going to be there for you. It's going to be reliable, and it's going to be backed up by the pros. You want to go Signature Series, double station pneumatic heat press. Every heat press at Heat Press Nation, including this one, is backed with a minimum 1-year warranty that can be extended and free lifetime technical support. So if you ever have a question, you can always give us a call, and our technicians will be happy to walk you through any sort of troubleshooting, prep, or anything like that. So we're super excited to be able to launch this machine today. And again, I did 10 shirts. Let me show you really quick. So we're going to kind of, all right. I hope you guys can see this. I don't even know the right way to hold them. 1, 2, 3, 4, just so you guys know that I'm not lying. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen, different sizes too. This one's like a double X, so I actually might take this one home. This is going to fit me nice. So 10 t-shirts here. By the way, we have a lot of t-shirts that we made today. So if you are in the Southern California area, do me a favor, stop by our Fullerton showroom. We're here in Fullerton, California, which is about 10 to 15 minutes north of Disneyland. So feel free to stop by if you're in the area. You can come see these machines in person. I'm actually coming to you live from our showroom. We're actually in the lobby here at our showroom in Fullerton. So come on by, say what's up, and then you can actually take a look at our machines firsthand. Another new thing that we just launched is instant video shopping. So if you cannot make it to Fullerton, but you still want to see these machines like up close, you can go online, heatpressnation.com, and try our new instant video shopping feature where you'll connect with one of our representatives here live. Like they're going to hop on a webcam. You don't need to turn your webcam on. So stay in your PJs. No worries. You don't have to do your hair. But you could go ahead and join our team members. They're going to turn on their webcam and they could on camera show you all these machines and walk you through our showroom. So it's really excited. It's a new feature that we offered here at Heat Press Nation that we're proud to roll out in addition to our new double station heat presses. I think that's going to do it here. Great question, Dialtone81. How much is the machine? I believe this one right here is going to be about $2,600. And I say that because I work in the video production, not in sales. So I know this machine because I did all the unboxing and testing on it, but I had nothing to do with the price. I want to say, and that's probably a bad look on me, sorry guys. I want to say it's about $2,600 plus freight shipping. If you want to see how it's going to be delivered, check out our unboxing video. We did a full unboxing video where we take it from the crate onto our platform. By the way, this is a double stand that we're using right here. This is a big boy. It's a big kahuna. So you might want to invest in a double stand as well. We have these available at heatpressnation.com. No worries. Dogo's Printwear says, join late. What size air tank is needed? So I'll say it again. We recommend 2 horsepower, 8 gallon. That's what we're using to run this right now. But we've tested it using as low as half horsepower, 5 gallon, and that did the job. The reason why we like using bigger, more powerful tanks is because, and we don't even sell air compressors. So I'm not trying to just sell you a bigger air compressor. We don't even sell air compressors. But I'm saying that because you're going to get more time in between when the tank needs to refill. And if the tank's in the room with you, sometimes they're loud, especially if you're getting like a cheaper tank. They're even louder for some reason. And it's kind of annoying. So after all the testing we did, we realized that using a 2 horsepower, 8 gallon tank, that seemed to work the best. It's what we prefer as t-shirt makers, as people who actually use heat presses and machines to run our businesses. That's what we officially recommend. Cottonwood Coffee would love more information and pricing. Of course. So for full information and pricing, you can go to heatpressnation.com. There you can see all the specs. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is this plugs in to regular power. So we designed this so you don't have to go call the electrician, convert to 220. No, this is going to run on a regular 110, 120 outlet. So we're super excited about that. We're able to get it in there and we're not losing 1 ounce of performance. This is still a super high performing machine. We're very excited to bring this to market and we know you guys are going to enjoy it. All right, I think that's all the questions that I see here for today. Hey, I really want to thank everybody for joining us for this very special live. It's been a blast being able to finally get these machines out into the public, out into the universe for everybody to know and love and enjoy. And it's been fun as heck to press all these t-shirts. So these, I think today I pressed I pressed a bunch of t-shirts. Again, if you're in Fullerton, California or anywhere near, stop by our showroom. We'll give you a t-shirt. You can go try these transfers for yourself. If maybe you're not ready to buy one of these, but you are interested in the transfers at heatpressnation.com. Today I use TruePrint custom screen printed transfers. We used the regular screen print and the puff screen print, but we also have sublimation and DTF transfers available for you too. Head on over to Heat Press Nation. We have everything you need for your heat press business. And if you have any questions, you can always call us at 800-215-0894. Once again, that's 800-215-0894. Hey, my name is Jared. It's been an absolute blast showing you this brand new machine, and I hope to see you around. Adios, everybody.